policy, your whack-ass
State
job
law.
says that you do.
State law.
State law stands in the favor of the parents. Now you just
Title
established
10A.
you just established that my rights haven't been violated.
Correct.
So don't step any
Okay.
further because you're breaching.
No.
You are.
So listen, this
Fourth
is what I'm trying to
Amendment
do
of
with
the
your family. So
Constitution.
if I'm not violating your Fourth
Yes,
Amendment.
you are
know
by
I'm
invading
not.
my right to privacy.
This has
It's
nothing
that
to do.
simple.
The Fourth
Persons,
Amendment.
houses, papers, and effects.
Am I searching and seizing
You're
anything?
searching into my personal business
Okay,
and information
so listen,
of my family.
This is what I'm trying to
That's
do
what
for
you're
your
doing.
family.
I know the manipulation. I know the wordplay. I
I'm
want
not
you
trying
to
to
stop it.
manipulate you.
I want you to stop.
I'm not trying to manipulate
I
you.
want you to stop.
If
Because
you
you're
can't
taking
work with
what
me,
you're doing right
then
now
the
is
DA
taking
is gonna
away
step in further.
from healing my son.
That's-
This is
I'm
what
try-
you're doing. No,
Okay,
you're not.
how are you
You're
healing your
impeding.
son?
You're impeding.
How are we healing
You're
your
impeding.
son?
There is no we.
Yes,
No,
there
there
is,
isn't.
because
No,
there's
there
a
isn't.
DHS referral.
No, there isn't a we
Okay,
involved.
listen.
It's
I'm
a
gonna
business.
level with you.
Yeah, please
I'm
level.
I've staffed
Please
with the
level.
DA, and they're concerned about the other kids.
Right.
The DA wants me to do more, and we're trying to avoid
Right.
that.
Do more.
Mhm.
What are you going to do?
The DA wants
You're
to
going to
safety plan your
violate my
children out
rights.
of the house.
You're going to violate my rights.
It's not violating your rights
It
if
is.
it's with the safety of the
It
children.
is. It's not about
So
the
I'm
safety
trying
of
to
the
figure
children.
out-
I'm the father of the children.
And that's, yes,
Right.
we know that.
Exactly.
Of
So
some of the
please
kids.
stop violating our right to privacy.
I'm
Here's
not
the mother
violating
of
your-
the other children. Yes,
Yes.
you are. You're blatantly doing it.
No,
and
I'm
you're
not.
you're being intimidating by trying to say you're going to institute a safety plan.
I'm
Which means
telling
taking
you-
my children out of my
I'm
home.
telling you what's
now
being
you're
talked
also
about.
impeding by pushing this.
I'm telling you what's being
I'm not
talked
understanding
about.
why
I'm trying to tell
why
you
you
what's
people
going
are doing
on.
this to my family.
This is the
You've
referral.
already harmed us
Do you want me to
enough.
answer your questions, or are you just going to keep talking?
What you're going to say is in order for you to continue your policy. You're not being a human being in
Yes,
my
I
presence.
am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No,
I'm
you're
trying
not.
to work with you. You're,
You're
just
not.
talking over
You're not
because
trying to
you
work with me.
want
Because if you
me to
were,
step out.
if you truly were trying to work with me, if you really were, then as you state and recognize that I have every right to my son,
Am
you
I
would,
trying to take away the right
you
to your
would
son?
listen to me, because you've
I've
already
been listening,
You've
okay?
already
I've
stated
been
that you're
listening.
working to impede on my
No,
rights to my family.
I'm working to
by
avoid
making
that.
a safety plan.
I'm working
excuse
to
me.
avoid that.
How would you be able to do that?
So if you
How
guys
would
can
you?
tell, would you
How
like
would
me
you
to
be
answer
able
the
to
question?
take the rights of my family when you didn't create my family?
Would you like me to answer your questions,
state
or are you
doesn't
just
own
going to
me.
keep talking?
I want you to say that with this truth that I'm saying to you, though. I'm a free human being.
That is correct.
Okay.
Good
My
job.
children are free as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Good
so
job.
now, what
Cool.
in the world would you be able to do that could take away our freedom?
I'm not taking away your freedom.
Yeah, you are.
I'm trying to figure out
You're
if you're
blatantly
helping
trying
your
to.
son.
If you're blatantly trying to
I'm
take
trying
away.
to figure out if
I'm
you're
telling you
keeping
that
your
I am.
son safe.
I'm telling you that
But
I
I
am.
don't know how. So
What
that's
does
what
that
we're
have to do
talking
with
about.
me when it's my right to
If
privacy?
I can't safely say that your son is
What
being taken
does that
care
have
of,
to do when it's
I'm not
my
worried
right
about
to
your right to
privacy?
privacy.
You see?
I'm trying
You
to
see?
learn about
Do
your
you
son
understand?
and making sure
You
your kids
understand?
are safe.
Now you're violating my rights.
Your privacy
Yes, it's
doesn't,
my. Yes, it does.
doesn't beat child safety.
You can't beat it. My privacy does beat child safety because it's my
So you
child,
want your child
and our
unsafe
safety.
over your privacy.
You aren't offering anything.
You're
You
not
came
listening
here
to
to
what I'm
impede.
offering.
You came
You're
here
not
to
listening to
impede,
what I'm
and then
offering.
you gave me
I
this
came here to-
ultimatum
I
that if
came
I don't
here-
tell you what I'm doing with my family, then you're gonna go down
We've
and go
already-
get a public servant to go against his own constituent. That doesn't make sense.
No one has said anything about
Yeah,
that.
that's the truth. That's what you're saying. I'm just
No.
using the proper words.
No.
That's the difference.
I came down here to talk to you about a meeting that we want to have with you guys. So that
I don't
want to
have a meeting with you guys. That's the point.
Because at this
You're not
point,
going to be involved in the game plan of my son.
We are involved
My
in the game
family
plan of
is
your
involved
son.
in the game plan of my son. You're not my
If
family.
You can't articulate
You're not my
that
family.
To me, then
You're
I can't
not
ensure-
my family.
Okay.
But you're not my family.
No, I am not.
You're
I'm
not
trying to
my
make sure your
family.
family's safe.
No, you're not my family.
That is.
So
yes,
I don't
we've
have to
established
extend.
that.
I don't have to extend any favor to you. You weren't created by me, nor are you part of my creation.
We've established that.
So
That has
therefore,
nothing to
why
do
are you
with
still
this.
trying to impede on the rights and privacies of my family when you're
Because
not
of my
even a part of
referral.
it?
That is my referral.
You're not
That
a
is
part of my
job.
family. There we go.
That is my job
Now,
to come
does your
talk
job trump my rights?
to you. If I can't figure out child
Does
safety,
your job trump my rights?
I have a right to make sure
Does-
these childs are safe.
Again, does your job trump my rights?
I have to investigate the
You
child
see what
safety.
you're not answering? You see what you're not
Do you see
answering?
how you're not listening?
I understand 100%.
Okay.
It's
If you're not
unfortunate
going to
that
cooperate, then I will tell my
you're on the
district director
wrong side
that,
of
okay?
humanity. Do you
All
hear
right.
me?
What's the name of your district director?
Justin Hohenshaw. You've spoken with him before.
Yeah,
Right.
if you want to have him come out, because
Right.
you don't even know what's going
The
on in
extent
our
of what we
situation
do.
at all. You've established
And,
that the last time you were
like,
here,
I'm supposed
that
to
you have a
trust-
referral, but you don't really know why we're here.
My job is to investigate the referral.
Do you know why
I've been
we're
given.
here, though?
I'm not going to talk about another private matter. Okay?
What? Okay, well, it's not
Previous
private
referrals-
because we're here.
previous referrals-
Corey is the way that he is because of your agency. This is what you're not understanding. From the time that he was a kid, you guys were commissioned to protect him. And do you know what happened with 7 investigations? His mother was found
can't
guilty of abusing him, and you guys left him in there to continue to be abused.
Carolina.
That's
No,
no,
it's
this is
not
not North Carolina.
It has
It's
nothing
not
to do
North
with
Carolina.
No,
I
we're
can't
talking
speak
about your
for
agency.
previous workers then.
We're talking about the agency that you work for. So what you have to understand
That's the
now
first
is
violation.
that we've been grievance by the very and listen to me on this. I don't know you for shit. I don't know you. The female, get off the property.
Exactly. Let's
Get
go
off
out
the
here if that's how you feel.
Get
Come
off
on.
the property.
Come on.
Okay.
Please get off
Come
the
on.
I
property.
will stop with my district
Get off the
director then.
property.
If that's how you feel,
We can
I'm gonna
definitely
have
you
to
don't
charge
come
you
onto
down.
this property that we're in charge of and say back
Yeah, but
up.
we are renting
You have to
the
back
property.
up.
We're currently in
I
charge of the
accept
property.
that.
So
You understand? That means you step in the
Yeah,
road.
but you get
That's
off
how
the
that
property.
works. You don't come
I'm
up
gonna
here
have
and
you-
do you
I'm
understand
gonna
that?
stop my district director then, and I will be in touch with you guys, okay?
You can have him come out here because we don't feel that you're competent to handle what you've been
Yeah, you're
commissioned
not
to
being
handle.
human at all in
Your
this one.
opinion then.
So if you want
Not at
him
all.
to come out
Guys,
here,
have a good day.
that's
Look,
great.
You gotta take that muzzle off. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is letting us know what's going on. If you really believe in the world that you live in right now, you're gonna have to come out of that thing and start standing up against what's happening. Because it's the 4th Amendment that you're violating. My right to privacy.